Hello, hello. We're live. Ah, we're live. So we're on to the final of the series now, the Football Simulator.co.uk, and it's between Belgium and England. So for the series, did all the countries in the world and different matchups from round one. So there was over 200 countries to get through. That took a few hours, and then the time and length of things went quite a bit quicker, of course, because it was one match per country, and then once they were knocked out, they were knocked out, and that was just randomly drawn using a randomizer. So you could have been drawn at home, you could have been drawn away, and from what we've seen, the home advantage was a quite dominant factor, as a number of underdog teams as such might not back for them to come through, but the home crowd gets behind them and rallies them forward, and that was very well and good. And yeah, for the final though, things were a bit different as it's going to be played at a neutral venue to undo any sort of unfair advantages. And yeah, two very powerful teams to end up making it in the end with Belgium and England. Belgium first in the world, top of the world rankings, and for England they are seventh in the world. And if we have a look at some of the statistics there, so attacking wise, Belgium more so than England defensively. England just shading a bit overall though. It's the key one to look at for 134 to 126. So probably like 55-60% of the time you'll probably expect Belgium to come through on those sort of statistics there. Past matchups, if you go back to 2018 and the World Cup, of course, Belgium defeating England 2-0, and that was in that third place game. And Belgium also beat them in the group stages as well too, 1-0 victors there. Both matches arguably somewhat not exactly hard fought, as it was more so of a blessing in disguise that you lost that group stage match, because England got easier countries in their drawings for the quarterfinal, semi-final, and that type of matches there, but still didn't exactly work out for them. For Belgium, they were playing against Brazil, um, so it was quite tricky for them to progress in the end. But they did beat Brazil once, and then they lost against France, the eventual winners, if I remember correctly. Other matches, 1980, Belgium and England drew 1-1, and back in 1954, the most exciting of the lot, 4-4 draw. After extra time, it was 3-3. So, yeah, very entertaining stuff. Not exactly sure what ended up happening in that match, I suppose, on a penalty shootout back in 1954. But yeah, if we see anything like that, it'd be quite an amazing result there. So, if you are watching live, feel free to join in and give your predictions for the match. But first, we'll discuss on how they end up making it all the way to the final. Back at round one, I've got all the notes and the different teams that they played against. So for England, their round one opponents was against South Africa, and of course they ended up winning 2-1, and they were playing away from home actually here. So one of the few teams that did end up winning away from home a few times. So 2-1 winners after extra time for England in that matchup. For Belgium, they had a home advantage and played against Sudan. 3-1 victors in normal time for them. So that's how they made it to round two. And incredibly, England were drawn away from home yet again. And yet again, same result. 2-1 winners after extra time against Hungary this time. And for Belgium, they were also drawn away from home this time. 4-0 winners against Reunion. Into round three we went, and England, for the third time in 3 rounds, away winners. 4-1 winners against Cyprus. For Belgium, was an entertaining match against Russia, who have proven to be quite a formidable with solid side. 3-2 winners in that game at home, so not exactly the easiest for the world number one opponents. Into round 4, England finally got a home fixture against Ivory Coast this time. 4-2 winners. For Belgium, they played against Spain, so that was a very tricky opposition. They were playing at home and they got themselves a 2-0 victory. Into round 5, England put 7 past Lithuania at their place, and for Belgium, won a 1-0 against Guinea-Bissau at home. And to round 6, we saw some unbelievable scorelines, to say the very least, with Belgium defeating Mauritania at their home grounds 11 goals to 1. Very, very shocking result, that one. And for England, they played against Ecuador at home, and there were 10 goals in that match as well. 7-3 winners for England. So those two games combined, there was a total of 22 goals, which is pretty extraordinary to say the very least. And just recently, semi-finals, England defeating Switzerland 2 goals to 1. And for Belgium, they played against Morocco at Morocco's home ground, and they came through 1-0 winners in the end. So that's both of the countries got to the stage. England playing quite a few more away fixtures than Belgium. And yeah, they've both been scoring quite a few goals. For England, probably scrapped a couple more times, but they were given a little bit tougher task, possibly, in terms of playing away from home. For Belgium, playing against Russia and Spain, some very tough sides, but they did have that home advantage. So, all in all, things probably just about cancel each other out, you could say. But yeah, this one-off fixture into the final here. Anything could happen between these two countries, Belgium and England. So what's that going to be? England's finally going to win a World Cup for the first time since 1966, even though it's not exactly a World Cup. Or can Belgium, of course, win their World Cup for the very first time in their history, considering they got this number 1 ranking spot currently. So yeah, I'll probably back Belgium just to get over England. It's been played at a neutral venue, and Gatman was saying about it's been played at my home country, New Zealand. So let's go with that. And yeah, let's see what the result of this final is going to be. If it's a draw after full time, we'll go to extra time and penalties. But yep, we'll just go into the kickoff mode, and it's going to be a 4-2 victory for Belgium. There it is. The world number 1 ranking side gets the job done against England. There's quite a few goals in it. Of course, in the 2018 World Cup with France and Croatia they were playing, that ended 4-2 as well, right? So it's an exact repeat of the real life World Cup, if I remember correctly, but quite a wee while ago, so I don't want to make any sort of mistakes there. So I'll just quickly check that. It was between France and Croatia. Yeah, France 4-2 over Croatia, so amazing coincidences, eh? So it's just like real life with a 4-2 scoreline. Just try it once and it just fits in quite perfectly. And in terms of the goal times there, Belgium got off to a fast start in the 5th minute, and then took a 2-0 lead in the 25th minute. England's got a consolation goal in the 32nd minute, and yeah, before half time, Belgium made it 3-1. In the second half, 4-1 for Belgium, and then England getting a second goal themselves there, but not enough in the end. So it's a score fuller in the final, just like the real life World Cup, which is very ironic, quite bemusing that these sort of virtual situations can have those sort of amazing bizarre results at times there, because you know, if you just refresh this and do this multiple times, we might see a 4-2 scoreline for quite a while, I would imagine there. So we could do that just now just to prove that. So we go continue and refreshes, 2-0 England. Got 1-1 extra time, 5-3 winners for Belgium. So there's some sort of program in there that comes up with these different scorelines and results there. So it's quite fascinating, and a free website on the footballsimulator.co.uk that I've been playing around with. So if you want to check it out, feel free to do so. I will give it a few more goes there, and then soak in Belgium's glory of their 4-2 victory. So 2-1. Let's go for another couple of goes. 4-3 for Belgium that time, so you know, lots of goals do happen a few times, but I think there'll be a few more low scoring games, 1-0 winners extra time and things. 2-1 England there. So yeah, well done to Belgium for winning this World Cup. 4-2 winners over England, just like 2018 with France and Croatia. And just like in 2018, where Belgium and England did play against each other twice, in fact, so lots of different similarities to take away, besides from, of course, some of the bizarre results we've seen on this amazing journey. From the beginning, of course, in round 6, 11-1 winners Belgium against Mauritania, England 7-3 over Ecuador. Don't imagine that to happen in real life, though. But you never know, anything can happen. So, let me know if you want me to do this again or some other different variation to it. Any other ideas, of course, feel free to put in the comment section below. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.